Come 300 up like a Spartan. Balenciaga in tartan. The waiter begging my pardon. I'm in Paris, Le Manger. Remember back.
Alright, what's good, YouTube? So I wanted to ask you guys this question. I heard Togi talking about this concept with a gambler in a casino, and I wanted to reference this to business mainly, just because that's what's mainly applicable to me. If you, or let's say day trading in of itself, okay, right? You're chasing this outcome your whole life, whether that's business, day trading, gambling, okay? And let's say, whatever, one day you die, and you go up to heaven, and you know, you're presented with either a chart, a desk for business, or a like slot machine, okay? And every time you try to do a business deal, or every time you entered a trade, or every single time you hit the slot machine, mind you this, I'm referencing this from Togi, I'm not going to pretend like I stole his content. It's a very good point though. You won. Somehow you won. You got that business deal, you won that trade, or you got the jackpot. And, you know, you do this for a few hours or a few days, and you come out with $50 million some way, somehow. All right, jackpot on the slot machine, a 50 RR return, and then you just do that over and over. Or like, you know, 50 clients that paid you $1 million each. I don't fucking know, I don't care. Short form, you got the jackpot, right? Do you think when you go in business deals, whatever, it's still a little different, but let's say you go up to get your money, right? You get it from the bank, or you get it from the teller, whatever you do. And you go, like, yeah, hey, like, you know, I've wanted my whole life to become this great businessman, this great gambler, or this great trader, and, you know, it's really good. Like, I've got $50 million, but, like, you know, it's a little too easy. Like, for my whole life I struggled, and now it's just this. And whatever, it's kind of that. You just keep winning. And I don't know the full story. I don't know the full ending. But, whatever, you go out, like, you know, you're just chatting with this teller or bank like counter lady or guy, whatever is there, and you know, you ask, like, is this really what heaven's like? And the response is like, who says you're in heaven? Like, maybe your own personal hell is just you actually winning all the time. Think about it. If you went through your whole life, by the way, I actually know this from a few people. I've been told these stories. Their parents are super successful, but the kids turn out to be drug dealers, drug addicts. Because when you start out or like are at the very top all the fucking time, what more is there to do? Okay, if you have $10 billion, what is $1 million to you? Like, what is that? Like, sure, it's $1 million, but like, if that's just sitting in your account, you literally do nothing all day except stare at the number. It's like $1 million is not going to change anything if you're just sitting there, like, fucking doing nothing. What good is the money? You already have everything you've ever wanted. What good is the money? So it's just like that. Like, remember, the whole point of living, we have our highs and lows. We're never meant to stay at a static high or a static low, because, well, I reference this always to the heartbeat. What is a static line on a heartbeat monitor? Flatline. You're dead. You flatline. If you're always static, you will die. There's nothing more, nothing less for you to, like, get. If you're at the bottom of the bottom, you can only look up, which is cool, but if you're at the top, there's no looking up. You can just be like, either I become a drug addict and I go down, or I do some stupid shit to go down. There's no more going up. You know, you have to have your highs and lows. And I think if people start thinking like that with their life, you know, you're going to be much more grateful for every single period of life you're going through. Because let's say you're winning in the moment. Okay, this win may not last forever, but let's say you're losing. Or sorry, let me go back to the win. You're winning. This win may not last forever, but you know what? I'm going to embrace every last second of it. But let's say you're losing. All of a sudden, you can just think, you know what? I'm going to embrace this because I know I'm going to start winning soon, and I'm going to lose eventually. But right now, I'm going through it, and it's going to be worth it when I win. So if you just go through your life thinking, what's the next step? What's the best next move I can make? Whether I lose a little or I lose a lot, like, what's the least amount of loss I can take? Because you're going to lose no matter what, some way, somehow. But if you make the best choices on a daily basis, you don't eat that shitty food, you don't do this, X, Y, Z. Mind you this, I'm a hypocrite. I literally ate McDonald's today. So I'm telling you this from like a position of some like leniency. But, you know, you're not going to lose forever. You're not going to win forever. But if you take moves accordingly, what's the best moves? Even if you do lose, at least it won't be the biggest loss ever. And when you do win, you're going to win better than if you won mediocre, right? And you'll naturally progress upwards. But there's no upper echelon. There's always a higher level. Bigger level to go for. So that's the nice part about life too, like, or it's a nice and unfortunate part. What are you gonna do with all that money? Like, let's say I had $10 trillion in my checking account right now. You know, I have my dream car, I have my dream condo, I live with my wife, kids, so on and so forth. What is there to do if I had it all? It'd be a pretty boring life. So keep that in mind, right? Like, don't think that all this shit. I catch myself doing this. I'm taking this advice for myself too. I record this shit so I can watch it back later. But don't take all these losses for granted, because one day when you're winning, you're gonna look back at these losses and you're actually gonna miss them. I miss when I started the gym. I miss when I didn't have all the muscle I have, just so I can go back and rebuild it. Like, realistically, you know, it was a slow process. I was small, I looked like shit, but the process was fun. Like, bro, my original gym, bro, my God, my workouts would be fun with him. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I still did it. Like, if I could go back for just a day, I probably would. Probably wouldn't stay there, but, you know, it's always nice to revisit the past. And think about it, like, if you didn't have all that suffering, let's say, I reference this to the gym because I already have an okay physique. If you didn't go through all that struggle trying to build your physique, would you really appreciate it? Probably not. So it's not only a way of building your character, but it's also building the gratitude, like the gratefulness for whatever you do. If you just went around, like, it's like the whole idea, if you got a Ferrari and you treated it like shit, you wouldn't get any more gifts in the future. Similar to your body, right? You treat it like shit, you're not going to get any rewards for it. But when you treat it well, you start growing muscles, you start getting more respect from people because they look like they know you lift. It's literally anything in the world. So just keep that in mind next time you're looking back at your struggles and you're like, fuck the struggle, XYZ, this. Go through it, be grateful you're going through it, because one day you will win and you're going to look back and say, you know what, it wasn't that bad. I'll leave it at that though for today. Peace.